Hi, it's Freddie here from Bayer Environmental Science, and I'm joined by my colleague Gary Nicholas, the Sales Manager for Digital Pest Management. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Freddie. Good to see you.
See you. So we're here to talk to you today about the Digital Pest Management System, or DPM, as we like to call it. So, Gary, what is DPM?
Yeah, Freddie, DPM, it's Bayer's cloud-based, technology-driven digital pest control system developed together with Microsoft for the purpose of monitoring and controlling mouse and rat activity, both indoors and outdoors.
Sounds cool. So it's in the UK and Ireland at the moment. Is there any practical advice out there for pest controllers who might be looking to take this sort of system on?
Yeah, sure, Freddie. I think we can take some of the experience that's been gained by our colleagues in the US. DPM commercialized over in the States about 3 years ago, and they use what they term as the learn, transform, and win methodology. And I think we can use that over here to help pest control businesses and pest control operators understand how DPM can work for them also.
Interesting. So what is the learn, transform, win methodology?
Yeah, first of all, Freddie, we take a look at what the objective of DPM is, and that for me is to have a digital tool that's available to everybody, a system that can very easily be integrated into current pest control contracts, and as an option when preparing service schedules and costs for new ones. Adopting and integrating digital into current strategies will have its challenges for sure. There'll be a rethinking and a reevaluating of how we transition and integrate digital with traditional methods, and that at first might seem daunting, but it needn't be. Quite the contrary, really. We all use technology and the Internet of Things in many aspects of daily life, both in the workplace and at home. And I think benefits such as the tasks that DPM perform and the analytics that we can gather from the data collection, they'll become very, very powerful tools, and we'll be able to use those to great effect for monitoring and controlling and predicting rodent activity in the future.
So can you give me an example, Gary, of how this data and understanding might transform, say, a typical service visit?
Yeah, sure, Freddie. I mean, if you think of a typical service visit, a technician will arrive at site, and quite often one of the very first tasks will be to inspect the bait stations and the control points that they've got in place. And from that, they'll be able to see what's happened since the previous service visit, which could have been weeks previous. One of the features of Bayes DPM is the heartbeat feature, which it's a diagnostic check, but in fact that's the equivalent of having a technician visit site, open each and every control point or bait station, inspect it, service it, provide a digital report and a trend analysis on each of those traps 365 days of the year. So if you think about that, Freddie, that's a lot of service visits.
Wow. So going back to the methodology, the learn, transform, win methodology, Gary. So what is it? How's it going to help pest controllers?
Yeah, I think in a nutshell, Freddie, the learn, transform, and win methodology is a business strategy. Pest control businesses will want to adapt to get the most and the best from DPM. Learn is about changing the way that your business thinks. Transform is changing the way that the business works. And the win is seeing the benefits from these changes. The impact of the Internet of Things and digital tools and technologies on our businesses and in the pest control industry, I think it's inevitable, Freddie, whether it happens today, tomorrow, or a year from now. I do think that digital will become the standard and a way of life for us all, which it already is becoming. And the learn, transform, and win methodology is a really good structured method of integrating new technologies with traditional methods and chemicals, I should say. A pest controller's guide to moving forward, if you like.
Amazing. So it's already in the UK. I guess the big question is, do pest controllers' customers want this?
Yeah, without question, Freddie. We're talking to a lot of people, and there is a great demand for it. We're working with pest control companies who are already starting to implement this, and they're already winning contracts with it. And of course, it's all being supported by ourselves here at Bayer at every stage along that journey of change and mobilisation of sites.
Amazing. So pest controllers listen to this, Gary, who may be interested in DPM and finding out a bit more. What should they do?
Yeah, for sure, Freddie. I think please get in touch with me. Contact me directly. Email is probably the best way initially to get in touch with me. My email address is gary.nicholas@bayer.com. Of course, go to our website. There's some great content on there if you go to the DPM pages. And of course, we're on these great things, Twitter, for example, at Bayer Pest UK.
Thanks, Gary. Thank you. That's all we've got time for. So thanks and goodbye, Gary.
Yeah, cheers, Freddie. Good to talk to you as always.